Hi, I'm Cherry from Above and Beyond Recruitment. This is the 7th in an 8-part series of videos for owners and founders of small businesses who are planning to grow over the next 12 months. Today's video is about how to create great engagement through the onboarding process. If you're a small business and you don't have an HR or people team to manage your onboarding process, then it can be really easy to overlook how important this is. I'm sure you want a happy, productive team with a low turnover of staff, but in order to achieve that, you need people who are highly engaged. And that engagement starts right from when an offer is made and accepted. Well, actually, it starts way back from when they first entered the interview process with you, but companies are usually pretty good at keeping engagement throughout the hiring process. Once an offer is made and accepted, then it can be tempting to see hiring as done and think that the onboarding part doesn't need to start until the person actually starts with you. So there's this gulf in the middle, the notice period, this no man's land between the high of accepting a new job and the apprehension and excitement of starting. And if a company doesn't keep engagement high during this time, it can lead to the person changing their mind, accepting a counter offer, or starting without feeling as engaged as they could be, which then means that any early teething problems in their first few months can potentially have greater repercussions. And notice periods are getting longer as well. 3 months is pretty common these days. At least in a 4-week notice period, there's enough inertia from the high of accepting the new job to carry you through for a few weeks. Then it's only another couple of weeks before they start, so the nerves and excitement start to kick in. But with a 3-month notice, that's 12 weeks. That's a quarter of a year. That's a really long time for things to be quiet and to hear nothing from your new employer, and a really long time for doubts to start to creep in. So how can you keep someone engaged throughout those 12 weeks? How can you get them feeling like they're part of your team before they start? Here are a couple of tips. First of all, you could set up an onboarding to-do list with them and communicate with them, update them weekly on what's going on behind the scenes within the company, for you to get ready for their start. You could let them know when their laptop's been ordered. You can send them a picture of the desk that you've allocated for them if they're going to come into an office space, or you could let them know when their email account's been set up, for example. Just anything that shows that the process behind them starting is in action. You could send them an onboarding pack. This could give them a full breakdown of what to expect in their first days and weeks, a full itinerary of what they're going to be doing, and perhaps has some FAQs about what they could expect as a new starter within the business. Maybe even some stuff for them to start reading up on ahead of their start date, so they can start to get excited or start thinking about what they're going to need doing in the role. You could assign them a buddy, somebody within the business, either who's been through that onboarding process recently, or somebody that they're going to be working closely with in the role. Maybe diarise 2 or 3 Zoom meetings between them throughout the notice periods. There's a really good chance for them to get to know each other, get to know a friendly face before they start, and a chance for them to ask questions as well. You might want to invite them to a company social. If you've got a company event coming up, then definitely invite them along. This is a brilliant way for them to get to know people before they start and get a real view on what the company culture looks like in action. It's also a really good chance for you to show them that they're a valued member of the team already. And if you haven't got a fun social coming up, then maybe just invite them to an all-hands meeting or a stand-up. A lot of these are held virtually now, so it should be pretty easy to get them to join into it. And it gives them a really good insight into the functioning of the business, a chance to see how people interact and work together, as well as some insight into what current problems and challenges you're facing as a business. And who even knows, they might go away, do some thinking on that, and start with you on day one with some great solutions that they can bring to the table. You might want to book in a lunch between them and their team. Or potentially you could get the team to make a fun welcome video. You could get each person in the team to just do a quick kind of personalised video message, introducing themselves and saying how much they're looking forward to that person joining. I mean, it might be a bit cheesy, but it shows that the team care and that they're really looking forward to that person joining them. If you think that your onboarding process could use some improving, then please feel free to get in touch. I'd be more than happy to review what you're doing at the moment and work with you to try and make it more engaging. So please feel free, as always, to DM me, or you can book a call in my calendar and I'll put the link in the comments. Thank you.